My dog passed away many years ago, and I was there for her last breath. I was there for her last moments. I got to hug her, and I got to say goodbye. And I have never been able to get another dog because my heart is just too full of her. But I miss dog energy. So I got a part-time job walking dogs during the day. And today I have a new dog that I'm going to go visit. The mother has texted me several times because she's, mothers are with their children. They want to make sure everything's all right. I'm a little nervous about this dog because it's a puppy, and puppies are erratic, and sometimes they're difficult to maneuver. The other thing that makes me concerned about this dog is she's a puppy, but she's a Mastiff puppy. So she's about 65 pounds. And at this point, that's the biggest dog I've walked. The mother texts me that she's afraid of strangers and she's afraid of men. And, well, here I am. I'm going to come through her house. It's going to be wonderful. But I do have a plan. And when I get to her house, I come through the door, and she looks at me. This strange man in her house that is not her mother. Her mother's nowhere in sight. And she freezes into a frozen scream and then starts shaking on the couch like this. Ah. And I feel so bad for her. I show her a leash. I show her her harness. And I sit down opposite the couch on the other side of the coffee table from where she is. And I sing her a song. Now, I sing songs for all my dogs. I know people think it's weird. It's fun. It's just something I do. I make up a melody for them, repeat their name over and over again, and give them an itinerary of what we're going to be doing. But this dog's name is Albie. And it reminds me of a song I liked in the 70s called Alfie, from the movie Alfie. So I just changed the name and used this song. So I'm looking at her saying, "What's it all about? Albie." And she just stares at me and does that puppy twitch. But I keep singing the song. I don't stare at her. I look around the house. I look out the window. And eventually she climbs off of the couch and sits right in front of me. And I show her her harness, and I show her her leash, and she hooks up. She comes over, and we go outside, and this becomes our routine for the rest of our time together. The moment I get there, right before I put the key in the door, I start singing her song, and by the time I'm inside, she is smiling at me, wagging her tail, and just dancing all over the kitchen, and it's wonderful. Now, I get that life happens. People get married, people get divorced, people move. And sometimes a dog falls off my schedule. Sometimes they're gone for the summer because the family's gone. Sometimes they're gone for 2 weeks because of spring break. The third week that Albie was gone, I asked my boss, "What's going on with Albie?" And he says, "I've emailed the mother and she has not responded. She just never re-upped her contract with us." And I feel this weight settle over me, because I know I'm not going to see her anymore. And I never even got a chance to say goodbye. And the nature of goodbye for me feels weird, because sometimes we are saying goodbye and we don't even know it. You don't know that the last words we're saying to somebody may be the last words we ever say to them, or that the moments we are spending with them are the last moments we will ever see them. Something else I want to tell you about me. I think this is true of other dog walkers, but I know it's true of me. I fall absolutely in love with your pets. I learn their quirks, their likes, their dislikes. I enjoy my time with them, and they think of me as their friend, independent of their family, because I show up and we hang out for an hour. Mom and dad is not around, anything goes. I have a new dog that I'm getting ready to see. And as I park my car, the neighborhood looks familiar to me. And as I get out, I remember this is the neighborhood I used to walk Albie in. And I look across, and there's a big dark park. Dog park is what I meant. And I see dogs playing. I see their parents underneath a shady tree. And one of these dogs looks just like Albie. So I go over and stand at the gate, just like a creep, and stare at these dogs, because I'm trying to see, is that Albie? And the next thing I see is this woman coming over to me, waving at me. She goes, "Hi, it is so nice to see you. This is Albie's mother." Now, I know Albie's mother has a name. I have no idea what her name is. Her entire existence for me is based on Albie. I don't ever need to know what her name is. She says, they made my job remote. So I work at home now. There was really no need to continue with the walks. I say, that makes perfect sense. I thought that was Albie. Do you mind if I go say hello to her? And she just looks at me. She says, sure. I do want to warn you, she's not really good with people. My folks come 2 or 3 times a year, and she never really remembers them from one visit to the next. And it's been over a year since she's seen you. And I don't want your feelings to be hurt if she doesn't recognize you. And I say, it's nothing. It'll be fine. I just want to say hi. And this is a complete lie, because my heart will break into 1,000 pieces if this dog does not know who I am. Friends don't forget their friends. But now she's freaked me out. So as I'm walking down the park, I'm worried. What am I going to do? And it hits me. So I stop where I am in the middle of the dog park and just go, "What's it all about?" And I see her head pop up. And I say, "Albie." And she starts running at me. And I am overcome with the fact that my friend is still my friend. And as I see her running to me, I realize I have made a big mistake, because it's over a year and she is now about 175 pounds of dog running at me full throttle. She jumps off the ground several feet ahead of me. She hits my shoulders with her front paws. My feet go out from under me. I land on my back. The wind is knocked out of me and I can't breathe, and she is drowning me in dog kisses. Now her friends that she was playing with, they see all this hullabaloo and they're like, "I don't know who he is, but Albie says he's cool. He must be cool." And now I am in a pile of 5 dogs, all jumping on me, chewing on me, and licking at me. And I am thrilled. I am thrilled with this. The other dog's parents, as far as they know, they just witnessed their dogs assault a stranger in the dog park. So they come and pull those dogs off of me right away. And that gives me a few moments to talk to Albie. And I scratch her ears. And I say, "Albie, I probably won't be seeing you again. And I want you to know that you are a good dog. You've been a good friend, and I am going to miss you." And with that, her mother walks her back home. And I'm just sitting there on the ground, trying my best not to cry and failing miserably. Because I got my goodbye, but I don't feel good. Goodbyes are not good. And there's that saying that don't be sad that it's over, be happy that it happened, and woo. I can be both of those things at the same time. But mostly I'm really just sad. But I think about her song. And the last line of that song says, "Where you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love any day." So I stand up and I wipe the dirt and grass off of my clothes, and I wipe the spit and tears off of my face, and I check my phone because I have a new dog that I've got to go visit. And I'm on my way to make a new friend. So it's time I make up a new song. Thank you.